Hey, what is up everyone? Sea of Thieves Season 12 is finally here, and with it brings the official launch of the PlayStation version of Sea of Thieves. So it's a pretty huge day, and in this video we're going to talk about everything you need to know about the Season 12 update. So with Season 12, like I mentioned before, it was the official release of Sea of Thieves on PlayStation. So if you're a PlayStation player, you now have full access to the game. You can play cross-platform and do all the normal things that you expect in Sea of Thieves. And if you're interested, I'm going to make another video showcasing all of the different PlayStation exclusive cosmetics that were available in case you're interested in seeing what they look like. Now, moving on to what was changed or added this update. So one thing you're gonna notice from the very beginning is the menu screen has changed. I believe they changed it in the last week's update, but I just didn't mention it. So I just wanted to mention it here that has officially changed and now shows more of a classic looking Sea of Thieves menu screen. It doesn't have like the season branding all over it, so it's actually a pretty nice one and pretty nostalgic for older players of the game. But moving on, there's a lot of new tools that are added to the game. Not necessarily new like gameplay stuff, but more so like things that you can use and just stuff to really re-engage the things in the game. So kind of think of like older updates like what we got with the chain shot and stuff. That's basically what this update is focused around, giving new tools to change the meta of the game. So first we have throwing knives, and I have a full video going over basically everything you'd want to know about the throwing knives, like what kind of attacks you can do with it, which ones to use, how to use it, all that stuff. So go ahead and check that one out. I'll also link that. We also have the double barrel pistol. I'm very excited for this one. As many of you may have know, I use the pistol all the time, especially when I'm, fighting people in the water and that kind of stuff. So the pistol is one of my favorite weapons in the game, and I'm really excited to see what using a double barrel pistol will be like. We also got the scatter shot, which is kind of like a grape shot, and essentially it's a short range cannonball, and it splits the cannonball into smaller cannonballs that basically can hit multiple targets. This is really good if the ship's up close to you, so you can shoot the ship and it will damage the ship in multiple places. So it's very good if you really need to do a quick, devastating attack. Next we have the bone collar. This is a pretty cool one. It's a new throwable in the game. So before we had throwables like the firebomb and the blunderbombs, this is a new throwable that you can use to throw down a friendly skeleton crew that can help you and attack nearby enemies. You can use this on your ship, on land, on another person's ship. It's pretty, functional. The only place you can't really use it is in the water because there's nowhere for them to spawn. So that's pretty cool. You can find those at skeleton fleets or skeleton forts. The Horn of Fair Winds is probably the most dynamic thing that's on this list in the sense of like how many things it can be used for. And essentially it's a horn that you can blow into and it will unleash a huge wind that comes from it. And it has a limited charge. But the cool thing you can do with it is you can make your sails go faster, you can blow up fire on your ship, you can blow off enemies that have boarded you, or you're somewhere on a cliff or something. You can even do stuff like jumping off from a high place and then using it to cushion your fall. So it's pretty useful, and these can be found in the Sunken Kingdom. Next we have harpoon tight ropes. This one is a huge one, and I already made a video that should be posted now for y'all to check out that covers everything with the harpoon. But essentially the new thing with the harpoon this season is that you can shoot the harpoon onto a rock or something and you can tightrope across it. This is going to be huge for boarding, because it used to be that the only way you could board another ship is, shooting off and getting a lucky landing on them, or basically just going up the ladder. So this is really going to change the game, and I'm pretty excited to see how it turns out. Next we have zip lines in the game. So this is something that we've been expecting to be added to the game for a long time. We first saw zip lines in the game all the way back with the Monkey Island Tall Tales, and we expected the zip lines to be added to the game, around Season 10. That would have made sense to most of us, but I'm happy to see that they finally have made it into the game. You can find these all over the place. One of the first places I saw it at is Ancient Spire, so it's pretty... I wouldn't say it's super useful, to be honest, because a lot of these places where the zip line is, I would normally just, you know, sword launch off and like just go into the water or something. But it's always fun to have new things in the game, so I am not opposed to any of it. Finally, this is a really good one if you have any of these emotes. So the weapon pose emotes. So this is kind of like any of the emotes of basically where whatever weapon you're holding, it will do like a special emote for. These have all been updated to work with the double barrel pistol and the throwing knives. So that's really exciting to see. Moving on, we have the Season 12 Plunder Pass and Season Pass. There's some really cool stuff in here. I think this is a much better pass than the previous seasons that we've had. And I'm going to have a before you buy on the Plunder Pass coming up soon. So take a look at that. And also, I might do a review of the regular Season Pass. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. One thing that I'm kind of annoyed by and a bit upset with is the Season 12 Emissary Ledger rewards. So they've added a sneaky little note inside of these patch notes that basically says that they're going to stop adding new cosmetics to the ledger rewards. I don't know why they're doing this. I mean, the reason they're giving is that the vast majority of players aren't at that top level, but eventually they're going to be. And if you're someone like me, sometimes I like to, not do one trading company for a while and then come back to it, because it used to be that, each season you get a new emissary ledger reward, and that's supposed to carry you for 3 months, but the ledger only lasts for 1 month. So having it stacked, you can basically get through 3 of them each season. So I'm a bit disappointed with this. I really think they should change their minds on this. I think they might be continuing the guild emissary ledger, because they mentioned that they have for the guild emissary ledger the Ocean of Siren Song painting, Mysterious Siren carving ornament, Guild of Fearsome Depths title, and those are the 3 things that you can get from the emissary ledger for the guilds this season. So I'm not sure if they're going to continue just the guild emissary ledger or if they're going to continue all of them. That would be another thing I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on in the comments. Moving on, of course, we have new stuff in the Pirate Emporium. We have the Checkmate set. We have some other stuff. We have a lot of things that went on sale that I've done videos on, like the Soaring Oracle set. So definitely check that out. I actually really do like that set. I think it's a pretty good one. And of course, with every new Pirate Emporium update, we have a new free thing to get from the Pirate Emporium. So make sure to head there and look for the Paradise Garden Pistol, because that's free right now. You can probably find it inside the Pirate tab. Another thing, we mentioned this before in like a previous monthly update, but they've made new additions to the Classics set. So basically the Classics set is older cosmetics that were in the Pirate Emporium that they are basically making cheaper. So with Season 12, we saw some new things added to the Classics set with the Shining Pegasus, Ruby Splashtail, and Sea of Sands sets being added, which is pretty cool because the Sea of Sands set is pretty great. So I would definitely recommend checking that out and just seeing if there's anything that piques your interest. Moving on, you may have noticed at the beginning of the video, I was standing in front of my ship, and I'm using the new Dawn sails that everyone playing Sea of Thieves during Season 12 will be able to get, and this is to celebrate the PlayStation 5 launch, and basically showing everyone together, even though they've made some things that kind of don't bring us together. Check out another video for that. I'm not going to get into that topic in this one. Some other things, they fixed Open Crew, so if you want to play Open Crew, you're able to do that now. And another weird thing is that the guild issue that we saw from last week is still not fixed. Guild members are not currently presented with the full suite of ships pledged to their active guilds. Guild members will be shown any ships that they have pledged, but no other ships or active sessions from others within the guild. So essentially the guild is pointless right now, because that part of the whole reason was being able to share your ship across, your guild. Now it's just basically captaincy again. So I'm a bit critical of this. I feel like that's a major bug to have. It's not like just a minor feature. It was like one of their tentpole features of Season 10, which was only 2 seasons ago. So that's something they probably should get fixed pretty quickly. I found it interesting that with Season 12, the Sea of Thieves website actually got a full update with new UI, new look to everything. It's interesting. It's taking me a bit of time to get used to because I'm so used to the old model, but I actually think this is a pretty good look. They've simplified some of the stuff, so you basically have the game category where it basically has everything related to it. It used to be where the game stuff was kind of separated between different things. Pirate Emporium, of course, gotta make that money, I guess. We have other stuff like the news. This isn't really a tab, but it just takes you to the news page. Community basically has a lot of the stuff. If you're looking for the insider program, it should be somewhere here. You might have to sign in for it to show up. Your pirate tab, if you're, on your phone and stuff, you're not by your computer or console or whatever, you can actually go in here if you want to, look at your reputation, your progression, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty useful. It's a feature they added like a few years ago, and I really like it just to be able to kind of look at my stuff wherever I'm at. But I basically just wanted to mention this because I thought it was interesting that they did a full update and they didn't really mention it in anything that they posted. So some pretty cool stuff with Sea of Thieves today. But with that, the last thing I really wanted to talk about was the Twitch drops. And this is something that if you're not used to Sea of Thieves or if you're a new player, they do Twitch drops pretty often, usually around season launches and typically once a month, I would say. And this month's Twitch drops are running from now, April 30th to May 7th. So you can go on Twitch and you can just watch any Twitch stream for Sea of Thieves and you can get the Sage Sea Dog Tankard, Sage Sea Dog Pocket Watch, Eastern Winds Sapphire Sturdy Boots, and the Eastern Winds Sapphire Short Jacket. So I wouldn't say they're great things, but free is free, so might as well go get it. But that's all I have to talk about in this video. If you enjoyed this video, it'd be great if you have to like and subscribe, and definitely check out all the other Season 12 videos that I have coming out. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming out this week, and I'd love for you all to take a look at it. But that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.